welcome to this edition of Newsletter on 6. In tonight's news, the state has released more emergency funding for small businesses. The Chamber's Women Impacting the Community Luncheon is coming up, and official Tennessee poll workers are explained. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsletter on 6.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
I'm Philip Bourne, Stamp & Nab Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
What I love most about the Stamp & Nab Detail Shop is there's someone local that I can trust to pick up my car, have it cleaned, and deliver it back to me in showroom condition.
What really amazed me is when he opened the hood and looked like he had taken the old engine out and put a new engine inside.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind Stamp & Nab Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what the difference our detail can make.
Attention, attention! Tullahoma and surrounding areas, Spinelli's Pizzeria is now open at 121 Northwest Atlantic Street in downtown Tullahoma. They specialize in Philadelphia-style pizzas that you can order by the pie or by the gigantic slice. Spinelli's also has great sandwiches with breads imported from Philly, loaded stromboli, salads, and desserts. They are open from 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. with delivery every day. So stop by Spinelli's and get a slice.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce announced its list of finalists for Tuesday's annual Women Impacting the Community luncheon sponsored for the third year by Smart Bank.
Hi everyone, I'm Hope with the Chamber, and I have with me today James Fuller, Hello. Who is with Smart Bank, and Smart Bank is sponsoring our Women Impacting the Community luncheon. James, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this event. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about why you guys enjoy sponsoring this event?
So this is our third year, I believe, and we're so excited to be sponsoring the event. Susan, Haley, and myself, we're so tickled to be able to do it again this year. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to highlight some of the wonderful women in our community that deserve the recognition for their various levels that they serve our community in. And so I think it's a wonderful way to highlight them and kind of showcase. There's so many deserving people in the community, and I think this is just one way that we can show them our appreciation.
Absolutely. We had 17 incredible women nominated in 4 categories, and James and I are going to announce the finalists in those 4 categories. This year we have had to limit capacity to have capacity, and so we hope that this is an effort so our finalists can attend and bring a friend with them. And so I don't know if James wants to do a little drum roll or if you just want to get started. So the finalists for community service are Gloria Dameron, Rupa Blackwell, and Rebecca Parker. So congratulations to those ladies. And again, they're the finalists in community service. And then, James, would you like to get the finalists in business?
So in business, we have Sandra Gregory, we have Florence Hull, and we have Mary Beth Seals.
That's right. Congratulations to those ladies. For education, we have Emma Coleman, Jennifer Ray, and Sherry Repke. So congratulations to those ladies.
And then last of all, we have the Lifetime Achievement, and we have Cindy Thompson, Pamela Massengale, and Sandy Hayes for that category.
That's right. So again, congratulations to all these incredible women, but congratulations to all the nominees as well. Thank you all for the wonderful work that you're doing for our community. We sincerely appreciate each and every one of you and are looking forward to celebrating on October 20th. And again, that's our Women Impacting the Community Luncheon that's sponsored by Smart Bank.
We'll be right back after these messages.
My wife Jackie has always been the life of the party, but things changed when she couldn't be as active anymore.
They told me I needed a double knee replacement.
It's not as big a deal as it used to be, but she still needed to go to rehab.
I was amazed at how good the therapists were at Life Care. They took really good care of me.
They took excellent care of her. And now she's back doing the things she loves, and that makes everyone happy.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma wants you to get active and live well.
My great-grandfather started it in 1900, and now it's 2020, which is 120 years. We still measure your feet, still try to help you find a good fit. We're just a good old-fashioned shoe store where we'll measure your feet, make sure you're in the right size, and help you find a comfortable shoe for men, women, and children.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
Welcome back. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee and the Financial Stimulus Accountability Group recently announced $50 million in federal coronavirus relief funds for the new Supplemental Employer Recovery Grant Program to provide additional relief to small businesses suffering during the COVID-19 pandemic. The new wave of funding includes a minimum of 10% of the funds go to specifically provide support for minority-owned, women-owned, and veteran-owned businesses, as well as businesses owned by disabled persons. Governor Bill Lee said, quote, "Small businesses are the backbone of our economy, and supporting them through these difficult times has been one of the core missions of the Financial Stimulus Accountability Group. The SURGE program will provide further relief to small businesses, especially those who may not have been able to access previous federal and state relief funds," end quote. Small business owners and nonprofit organizations can apply to receive reimbursement for eligible direct expenses or costs incurred as a result of business interruption due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The application window started last week and will remain open until December 29th or until all funds are depleted. Funds will be distributed on a first-come, first-served basis, and awards are capped at $30,000. The period for reimbursable expenses is May 1st, 2020 through August 31st, 2020. Eligible expenses and business interruption costs include, but are not limited to, costs to create social distancing measures, purchasing personal protective equipment for employees or customers, contactless equipment, payroll expenses, and mortgage interest. The SURGE program follows the previously allocated $300 million for more than 40,000 qualifying businesses under the Tennessee Business Relief Program. To apply for or learn more about what is eligible for reimbursement, you may visit tncaresact.tn.gov/surge or call 1-833-740-1438. Archie Hunt, president of the Timmsport AACA Car Club in Deckard, spoke with John Gray about their upcoming car show on Saturday morning.
I'm the current president of the Timmsport region of the AACA, Antique Automobile Club of America. And we have an annual car show. This will be our 51st.
51st.
Yeah, now, I haven't been in the club that long, but
no, you're just 30.
Well, thank you. But we generally have our show in June, and with the coronavirus and all that going on, we had to cancel it, as did most people. And we really wanted to have our show, and so we rescheduled for this coming Saturday, the 17th. One of the main reasons for us rescheduling is we sponsor a scholarship for high school kids going into an automotive related field. So we could use the revenue, to help fund that. So.
That is great. So tell us a little bit more about the show and what type of cars will be there, and then you have a special guest that's going to come.
We do. This year we'll have our show at the Babe Ruth Park in Deckard. We generally have it at North Middle School, but with building the new school, and our problem was tearing down the old school. The deconstruction, they didn't think it, pertinent
They didn't call y'all and ask permission, did they?
To have it there. The ACA that we're affiliated with is generally older restored cars,
right.
Back to original and everything. But the AACA does have categories for modified cars, which is what you see mostly.
Right.
And
right.
our shows are not restricted to any type of car, restored, modified. Everyone that has a car that they enjoy, work on.
They're proud of.
Yeah, they're welcome, and so it's just a smorgasbord of.
Do you have some people that come and bring their car that might not be completely restored, but that they're working on?
Very few. Most people are
want them to be pristine when they show up.
There's always a few that that are work in progress.
Right.
But most of them are complete. Yes.
Yeah. So when now this show's going to be at the Babe Ruth Park. When is it?
This coming Saturday, 17th.
And what time does it start?
Registration will start at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and the show will
Usually we cut off registration at 12, and we try to have the awards by 3.
By 3, okay. Good. Well, tell us about your special guest.
Butch Patrick. As it was thrown out to me, and my wife got it just like that. I had to think about it. Played Eddie Munster on the Munsters TV show.
Eddie Munster is coming to town.
Yeah, he's a big car guy. He loves cars, and he actually called Jimmy asking if. He said he was in the area and asking if there's any car shows he knew of that wouldn't mind him showing up. And our show was on the one Jimmy knew of, so he called me, and I said, well, yes, we'd love to have him. And so that was Thursday. Friday it was set up, and that was just past Friday. I mean, we had no idea, ahead of time. But we're making room for him, and looking forward to it.
So you'll have an opportunity to go see Eddie Munster and talk to him, and I'm sure he'll have some merchandise there and things that he'll do autographs and all the things that those guys like that do.
Oh yeah. No admission for spectators.
Wow, that's great.
So
that's great.
More news is coming up in a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
He's a little bit of you, he's a little bit of me. He's the trash along the roadside of Tennessee. He's the garbage that we find. He's the dream we left behind. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. A throwaway bottle or pop top can may not seem much to a traveling man, but a little bit of litter goes a long, long way. And I grow and get bigger every day. Tennessee trash messing up the highways. Tennessee trash jogging up the byways. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash.
We have met the enemy, and he is us.
Welcome back. Early voting in Coffee County started yesterday, and voters heading to the polls might notice some people inside the voting room watching. This is not something new, and they are not random people. In fact, these poll workers have an established role under Tennessee law. During last month's presidential debate, President Trump said, quote, "I'm urging my supporters to go into the polls and watch very carefully because of what has happened. I'm urging them to do it." Tennessee law, however, is clear that most people must stay, those people, poll watchers and such, must stay at least 100 feet away from the polling site. Only those credentialed by local election commission can be within that distance, and even inside the site if they serve as poll watchers. These people will have to wear a badge at all times, are appointed by political parties or organizations. Their role is to watch and inspect the performance in and around the polling place. They could also raise questions with elected officials if they witness something suspicious. After the polls close, watchers can inspect all ballots while they are being counted, but they are prohibited from interfering with voters. If they do so, they could be charged with a Class A misdemeanor. For this week's What Do You Say Wednesday, Faith Gonzalez spoke with Jim Woodard about the upcoming Women Impacting the Community Luncheon.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another What Do You Say Wednesday. I'm your host, Faith Gonzalez with the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce, and today we are at Woodard's Diamond and Designs, and I have with me Jim Woodard.
Hi everybody, good to be with you today.
So Jim, thank you for having us today, and from my understanding you are a past chamber president, is that correct?
I am. I need to call Hope and get her to tell me what year I was. It's been a long time, but it was a long time ago. But yes, I love the Chamber of Commerce and have been a part of it ever since I moved to Tullahoma back in 1984.
Wow.
That was one of the first things I did when I came to Tullahoma was join the Chamber. That's always been a passion of mine. Yes.
I love that testimonial too, and you've been such an asset to the Chamber as well, and we really appreciate your service as a past president and everything that you do.
Well, I mean, I believe in the mission of the Chamber. You know, I do think if you are a business, and even for individuals, I know there's an individual way of joining as well. But again, the Chamber is a way to kind of say, I participate in this community. I want to get to know other merchants in the town, especially if you're a newcomer. You've got a lot of new businesses that open up and get started. So if I was a new business just getting going, that would be one of the first things I would do.
It's vital.
Is to join the Chamber and maybe even volunteer to be an ambassador and just get to know people, because what a great place to network and to share ideas and to have creativity. So, and it's been great since you've joined the Chamber. I mean, how long have you been with our Chamber now?
A little over a year.
Wow.
Yes, I know. It's hard to believe. Time flies.
Time flies, and you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
I do appreciate it.
Thank you for choosing us today to come and to visit with us.
Well, we are so excited, and you know, we are here today because you have all these beautiful diamonds out and all these wonderful
toys.
Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. I'm just blinded by how beautiful they are. But you are our award sponsor for Women Impacting the Community.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm excited. We were discussing this just a few moments ago, but Hope came and presented us with the opportunity to be that award sponsor about 3 years ago. And I was excited to do it because what a, again, I'm glad the Chamber is sponsoring that. Because, again, I've got 3 daughters. And, of course, I care about those girls and women impacting the community. My mother, who was a kindergarten teacher and principal, matter of fact, she was probably one of the first kindergarten teachers in the state of Tennessee. So she was kind of what I consider a strong woman.
Absolutely.
And was such an impact in my life and in the lives of so many children and other teachers. So I support what you're doing and what women are doing. Goodness gracious, making a big change in Tullahoma and in the country.
Absolutely, that is absolutely correct. And you know, what is your favorite thing about being the award sponsor or being involved with this event?
Well, I think number one, I like being exposed to all the nominees in all the different categories, because sometimes you get to learn about what this person did, whether it was education or what this person did as far as giving back to the community. So for me, it's even just being a part of that energy and seeing what women are doing all these great things. I mean, it's knowledge and it's information. You know, you think with all this information that we've got in the world today, sometimes it's still easy to overlook some of the local things.
It absolutely is.
So yes, I enjoy just being exposed to that. And also to network. I mean, when we're there, it's a wonderful event. You get to hear great lectures, the people that speak. Fran Markham spoke. I guess it was a couple of years ago, and 2 years ago that she spoke. And who was last year's education, talked about NASA and the space program? Rosie Graham. Rosie Graham. And Rosie did such a great job when she inspired us all. So if you get to the event, and if I understand this year, because of limited seating, you guys are going to do Facebook Live, I think, aren't you?
We will be, yes, it'll be streamed live.
So let me encourage your audience. You ought to watch that. I mean, the speeches and the awards, it's good stuff. But be sure to have a pencil and paper because you'll want to write down and take some notes. There's always something good to be said. So thank you all for, again, working so hard on that.
Well, thank you for everything. You have covered so much, and that's amazing. And our keynote speaker this year is Susan Binkley. Susan Binkley, and she's the founder of Blue Monarch.
Oh, absolutely. Well, wonderful. They just Blue Monarch. I know the chamber has worked with them in the past and other things. Susan I just invited her to come to Rotary, and she was too tied up. I think she said she was tied up, couldn't come because of the speaking to the group. But what a wonderful, again, talking about a lady that has given her heart in service, helping women, helping children. And I think they've just they're building a brand new 8-family home out there. Blue Monarch is a wonderful, wonderful ministry. So Susan will do a great job. Everybody should listen in on that.
Yes, and
I did not know she was the speaker. So
she is the speaker, yes, and it will be streamed live, so everybody can tune in and make sure that your notifications are turned on so that you get the notice that we're going live. And Susan will be speaking to everybody, and she has a great message.
We'll be right back in a moment after these messages.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom. Adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing. Or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
Here at Stan McNabb Collision Center, we work with all major insurance companies, and we get the job done right the first time, on time.
Well, I grew up in Tullahoma. We'd always done business with Stan McNabb, so when we needed collision service after a run-in with a deer, we knew to call those guys. We already had trust with them. We called Cody. He took great care of us. He kept us posted every step of the way, and we couldn't have been more pleased.
Getting your vehicle back to pre-loss condition shouldn't be a headache. So in event of an accident, contact me, Cody Hall, at Stan McNabb Collision Center.
Welcome back. Shelbyville residents have been seeing more Ku Klux Klan propaganda appearing around town. Recently, Brianna Green found a neighbor's yard sign for Joe Biden's presidential campaign had been disturbed. Then she noticed that the yard was littered with business cards saying the KKK had paid a social visit with a warning that the next visit could be a business call. Green said, quote, "I was really startled by it and also kind of scared. I can't imagine the folks in Shelbyville who are people of color, how they are feeling. They must be feeling really scared. And I want to make sure the community comes together to make them feel like they are welcome." Green is helping organize a Y'all Means All community party on the Shelbyville Square Saturday, October 17th. These business cards were littered on the yard of Brianna Green's neighbors whose sign supported presidential candidate Joe Biden. Those signs were also vandalized. The family has not wanted to talk to the media. A spokesperson with the Shelbyville Police Department said the department has been tracking an increase in KKK materials appearing since 2016. including an entire neighborhood that was peppered with leaflets, but law enforcement has not seen a related rise in criminal activity. Viewers may remember Shelbyville was the site of a large White Lives Matter protest in 2017. Deputy Police Chief Brian Cruz says there's no clear pattern of intimidation, but he does encourage residents to report any sightings. We don't believe that it is targeting specific races. We believe that it's targeting certain neighborhoods that could even be predominantly white. I think most people just view it as trash, he said. The All Means All event is being sponsored by the Shelbyville Loves Group and will take place on the Shelbyville Square this Saturday from noon until 3 p.m. Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up next.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gotta be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Concerned about your health or the health of a loved one? Free COVID-19 testing is available at all of our local health departments. From the small towns to the large metropolitan cities, any Tennessean who needs a test can receive one. To find the closest location to you, visit the assessment site map on our website at tn.gov/health or call your local health department. We know the last couple of months have not been easy, but Tennesseans are resilient and strong. Together, we will get through this.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1897 at 87 degrees. The record low was in 1907 at 27 degrees. Average high on this day is 72, and the average low is 47. Cloudy weather in the forecast tonight with a chance of showers with a low expected of 47. Sunny weather on tap for Friday with a high of 61 and a low of 37. Mostly sunny weather expected on Saturday with a high of 66 and a low of 48. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.